ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Kaz, and by way of Struggle Vision Productions, welcome back to Forza Horizon, where, if y'all were paying attention, we had just earned the pink wristband, and also there's a bit of good news. As you can see by the car, the what's his face? Hold up.
Let's fix her up.
I ought to show this to y'all since we unlocked it last episode.
Yeah, this little roadster's been turning heads for over 50 years. One of Jaguar's finest models ever. Let's keep her pretty for another few decades.
Sure thing. And like I said, we had just earned the pink wristband, so we're gonna go ahead and knock out the pink wristband races right here, right now. Well, we're gonna knock out most of them. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I wanted to get to, but before I took y'all to show you this new car right here, is the fact that now the Horizon servers are working again, and because of which, I was able to go to the storefront, get designs for all my new cars, and we're all good. So what I'm saying, so without wasting any further time or giving y'all any delay, let's get down to it. Let's go to the next race. And normally I would cut out this little snippet that I do of just going to the event period, but I figure I speak real quick, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, from now on, you guys should get used to hearing Struggle Vision Productions. That is the company that myself and Post 90s have made. You know what I'm saying? And we will be having and Struggle Vision Productions will be behind Straight from the Underground when our next episode comes out. And I'll especially be having it in my videos. My bad. Hell, I might even try and make a logo for it. So y'all ain't gotta see my ugly mug in the bottom right hand corner anymore. And I don't know why I'm trying to get this medal, cause that don't mean jack to me, at least not anymore. My bad, y'all. I'm sidetracking myself from what I need to do. You know what? Better yet, I remember the old days of Forza Horizon. Believe it or not, when I don't know if I ever talked about this when I first started, for the first episode, but I didn't play this when it first came out, because when it first came out, I had no knowledge of it, if I'm being quite honest.
Hey folks, anybody feeling flush up there?
Well, you made it through to the pink event, so you must be doing something right. Maybe Dak was right about you.
Not drive out in some
Yeah, and you were wrong to doubt me.
That car isn't eligible for this event. Select another one from your garage.
Whatever.
Your car is way too good for this event. You'll have to downgrade it before the officials will let you enter.
You know, if I had $100,000 for every time she'd tell me about my car being too fast or too good for an event, I'd be so rich right now. Like seriously, $100,000 for every time she's said it and every time she's gonna say it. I'd be rich. But
They say that money can't buy you happiness. When I win this race, I'll say they are wrong.
well, you're not gonna win this race, so they're obviously right. Now, as I was saying before, yeah, when this game first came out, I didn't get it immediately then because I had no knowledge of it coming out. Because freaking, ouch. Because one could say that I was, I guess you could say, a loyal Need for Speed fan. You know, even though in a way I'd have to say Forza is to Xbox what Gran Turismo is to PlayStation. But with that being said, freaking, I had always heard of Forza Motorsport, but I never wanted the game at all. Because as I've stated, actually hold up, but before I say this, it's a bit sidetracking, but this song is playing right now. I'm getting serious aha Take On Me vibes. Anyways, freaking, I never really I never wanted to play the Forza Motorsport series, just for the simple fact that I'm not a fan of organized racing like I used to be. But then again, when it came to organized racing, like, only kind I ever enjoyed was Gran Turismo, and to a lesser extent,
Always
Need.
good to see a rookie making waves.
Fool, I ain't no damn rookie. Someone obviously lying to you. But and yeah, freaking for Gran Turismo, Need for Speed Pro Street, and to a lesser extent, and for those of you that have played Nintendo 64, World Driver Championship. You know, and you know, after like I got my hands on like games like Cruising World and like I started playing other racing games, freaking like I was playing Need.
You know, people are fired up about you, and for all the right reasons. Keep rolling.
As they should, you know what I'm saying?
Your car
And I'm
isn't
no,
out. There's no way you'll get your car into this event. You'll need to remove some of those parts before you can enter.
yeah, and yeah, I was playing, you know, the Need for Speed games, and I was also playing the Midnight Club games too. That also further had me cemented on open world racing. So when Forza Motorsport was created, I never really wanted to play. And plus, you know, it never really gave.
What good is it if you're a clever driver when you're driving a piece of crap like that? You not have the coupons, huh?
I know you ain't talking with that bucket that you driving. Well, might want to take a good look at the car you driving before you want to talk shit about mine. anyways, yeah, freaking. I was firmly cemented on open world racing. So that was an afterthought, and like, especially since since it's exclusive to Xbox only, I didn't want to get for Forza Motorsport, even if I did have Xbox, just because I'm not an open world racing kind of guy anymore. I mean. But also with that being said, I will still be playing Need for Speed Pro Street after I finish my playthrough of Need for Speed Carbon. But freaking even when I first had the Xbox 360, I never had the original Xbox. When I had Xbox 360, I was still on Need for Speed, and I was only given the luxury of playing Forza Horizon thanks to having Xbox Gold, and they were offering the game up free. And the thing is, by the time Forza Horizon was up free for Gold, for I think either Horizon 2 or 3 came out. But again, I had no idea about the Horizon series, and I'd say for the most part neither did my friends, or they did, but just something about that got them downloading it. And I tell you what, best move I ever made, bar none, because this game, the Horizon series as a whole, boatloads of fun. Like when my first playthrough, and even still now, like I've had so much fun. Like so much fun. And this is just offline. And then like when I'd play it online with my friends, endless amounts of fun. I would be on it every day with my boys. We would always.
I can tell you're enjoying yourself. Never lose sight of that.
Well, of course, when you're winning, it'd be impossible not to enjoy yourself. But yeah, but back to what I was saying, like, I'd be on this every day, kicking it with my homies. And we'd be online either doing regular races or doing like party games like Infected or something like that. Oh man, at first I didn't like Infected, but it quickly grew on me. As I'd be trying like hell to try and not get tagged by the people that are infected and whatnot. And like the online with Midnight Club, you would also be rewarded in the races for what's his face for Horizon. Like if you finished in the but one thing that was different was that instead of having to finish within third or better, they were more lenient, where you had to finish, I think, either 6th or better. And if you finished 6th or better, you would get credits. And and like unless there would be people who would bail out of the race or not make it there in time, because once the first racer crosses the line, there's a timer that goes down for you to finish the race, and if you don't make it there in time,
You know what?
yeah.
You can't enter this not so fast. That car is way too good for this event. You'll have to downgrade it before you can enter.
Yeah, and like if you didn't cross the line before the time ran out, you'd be put down as DNF or did not finish. And you know, and like there would be times where I'd be down as did not finish, but that'd be only because my car was too slow.
In Ukraine, we say driver like you is putting neck on tree stump. I am looking forward to bringing down the axe.
Yeah, and in America we got a saying, and that's lead, follow, or get out of the way. And friggin' and I will never forget when playing online for when it came to like car popularity, like the one car that everybody, and I mean everybody, all of my friends and like my friends' friends, the car that everyone either had or wanted was the Hennessy Venom. For a good reason. The damn thing is a hypercar, and it friggin' move, and it's literally a rocket. That's how fast it is. And I'll be honest, I've never had the Hennessy Venom, just for the simple fact that, given how expensive it is and how much credits or lack of credits that I have, freaking, I would never have enough to get it. But that's not gonna stop me, at least in Forza Horizon 4, from getting the car. And, or I mean, if it's in the game. But if I'm being honest, freaking, I've already got a few hypercars already. So you know, so I might not even need it, if I'm being honest. And who knows? Maybe for this playthrough, I just might get it. What the hell? You know? Because, you know, just for the sake of me having it, you know? Why not? Because funny thing, I probably, this is another thing I forgot to mention, that when it came to playing online, like, when it came to us choosing, you know, cars, when it came to, like, the duels,
The crowds are loving you.
like, when it came to the people that actually had the Hennessy Venom, like, for every race we did, they would always choose the Hennessy Venom. And because of that, freaking every other car in the race will be left in the dust immediately out the gate. But funny enough, I still wouldn't care. Like, I'd still be in the race no matter what, even though I know I wasn't gonna win. And I like how conveniently placed a few of these races are as close as they are to each other. You know, not much isn't. Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold up. I need to get a new controller. Freaking, I think either the connection port, or the cord itself is running low, or is getting weak.
You've been dreaming about. It's you
I mean, personally, I think
Air balloon. I know. Total madness. Don't miss
a
it.
hot air balloon, huh?
Thanks, Dan.
I mean, hell, I honestly wouldn't mind racing a hot air balloon. We'll probably be doing that further down the line. But when that, well, but you know, we'll get to that road when we get to it, you know. And we're not, so just enjoy the moment, enjoy the now, enjoy the moment that in front of us now, you know. And also, among the cars that I'm gonna get in the future, there is a certain design that you're gonna see on them that was also extremely popular to put on your car, and that's the Tron design. If y'all ever played Tron, whether it be for PS3 or Xbox 360, people gave Tron designs to damn near every car they had. Like, it was that popular of a design, and one could say it's pretty easy to do. But even so, people still download just because they're too lazy to
Your
make it.
wristband is your next goal. Back some more points, and it's yours. The official... Whoa, there's no way the officials will let that car into this event. Strip off some of those parts before you enter it.
So many cars, so many car specific races or car exclusive races there are right here, you know. But makes no difference to me. I'm ready.
This racing business is like playing with toys. Yeah. What am I saying? It is playing with toys.
Well, you better grow the fuck up. We're too old to be playing with toys. Actually, you know what? Better yet, watch your mouth, because I ain't no damn toy. I'm a racer who is gonna beat the brakes off of him in every race we get into. Thank you. And actually, also another thing I should have said before. I put it for all my videos going forward that y'all, if y'all get a chance, click the link in the description for Spotify for Straight from the Underground, courtesy of Struggle Vision Productions. Now, I can honestly say that the next video for Straight from the Underground more than likely is not going to happen anytime soon at all. However, if you go to our Spotify, to our Anchor, and pretty much everywhere else where we put these videos up, we've been constantly putting out episodes at a regular. We just finished recording a few more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spoil what matches they were. You know. but you honestly, I can say you will not be disappointed at what matches they are. But yeah, like we got mad episodes up right now, freaking. So for those of you who want to check it out, go ahead, man. We you know, we got like mad episodes up on there for your listening pleasure, and there's plenty more where I came from, and there's gonna be plenty more to come in the future, along, you know, with the usual heap helping of videos that I produce for y'all here by way of Struggle Vision Productions. Also, freaking, even though he isn't featured in this video, I want to give a big shout out to my boy, the King of Cool. He's been featured on the show numerous times. You know, I've been showing off his spoken word poems. You know.
Am I witnessing the birth of an honest-to-God race car driver?
Well,
Hey, I've got something to deal with over at Race Central. Meet me there to collect your orange wristband.
well, you know, I've always been as far as the birth of being an honest-to-God racer. You know, that birth came years ago. So you know, you're just getting in with it now.
That was cool. I'm getting hang of this now. One more race. Marco versus Lucky Boy. You can keep car if you win.
But first off, it ain't luck, it's skill. That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna hold you to that. But you're gonna have to wait a sec. And we'll be doing that showcase event. We'll be doing that in the next video. For now, we're gonna keep it moving.
You have arrived at your destination.
You hear how Anna's trying to save face? Because I disabled the GPS that they automatically send for once you unlock the next wristband. You're not slick. My fault, y'all. Any weird noises like that you hear, just notifications of my phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on turning that down. There's no need, you know. Just let y'all know how real this is, man. You know how real it is.
You know the drill by now. That
And, you know,
is way too fast for this event. Downgrade it though, and you'll get straight in.
Yeah. You know, just like how real Struggle Vision Productions is, man. We don't fake nothing here at Struggle Vision Productions. It's all real. But let's get down with this mini Coupe mayhem right here.
Car I worry about. Many new components not been fully tested. But no problem, as beating you isn't much of a challenge.
Yeah, cause you beat me in every race that we've been a part of. Oh wait a minute. Yeah. Man, the amount of trash that these rivals be talking, yo. and half of it don't even make sense. But hey, I'll let him do him. I'll do me and let my racing speak for itself. You know, it's funny that even with a car as small as this, I still can't resist bumping into the wall and crashing and whatnot. But then again, you know, I've stated this numerous times over multiple videos, over different gameplays of different games. Yeah, where I've said it multiple times to the point where it's more than likely drilled in the heads of all of you that are subscribed. That's the fact that your boy cannot drive. You know? It's an unfortunate thing, but it is the truth. But and even though your boy can't drive, I still possess the immense skill that I do to propel me to a win. You know what I'm saying?
What it takes. Hey, I've got something to deal with over at Race Central. Meet me there to collect your orange wristband.
First off, I've always had what it takes. Never lost it. It's always had. It's what it's always been. It's what it always will be. And that's the bottom line. You know, I've always had what it takes. I've always had what it took, excuse me. Just because I am that good. But, you know, you, obviously, too blind at least for them to see it. And, you know, I keep cracking a million with each race I do, but every time I use the fast travel outpost, it's always taking me back down to the 900,000s. It's funny. But, you know, eventually I'm going to break through to 1 million and stay there. I mean, unless of course I buy a car. But even that won't happen until, I don't know, whenever the next whenever the next race happens where it's a specific car only and I don't have the car, so I have to go and buy it. Which I honestly think will happen with the orange wristbands. But, you know.
Oh boy, is there no stopping this
But
party.
we'll find out.
The dude with no name, El Hombre Sin Nombre, does it again and claims an orange wristband. Next up, Average Joe versus Royalty in the form of Princess Zachy Malik. This I gotta see, man.
The dude with no name, so it's like that, huh? I mean, I I guess I'll have to live with it because, you know, there's no name for them to call me by, so, you know, they gotta do what they gotta do. It's like I do what I gotta do.
That car is an
All-wheel drive. I got plenty of those.
garage.
You know what? I'm feeling ballsy. We're gonna use this one.
You'll have to
Even though it's not as fast as my Mitsubishi's, I'm gonna still give it a shot.
As they say in America, I am going to mess you up.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. As a matter of fact, keep telling yourself that and keep laughing. Because I guarantee you ain't gonna be laughing by the end of this race when I'm gonna be the first dude crossing the line. And you're caught looking at my tail lights. And believe it or not, it's not a bad thing because I have some top of the line tail lights. So, you know, you'll at least have a nice view to be looking at as you know, are handed a big fat L courtesy of the Hitman. You know, one thing I haven't mentioned that I probably should have, just for the sake of, you know, having something to talk about, is that also during my other playthrough, my other playthrough of this game is that when it came to the cars that I didn't well, actually, a better way to put it is that a good majority of my cars, and I'd say it's about 90% of them, I always gave a similar design. Because for those of you that have been rocking with me since day one, if y'all remember,
You did well out there just now. Don't let the pressure get to you.
are you kidding me?
Hey, I've got something to deal with over at Race Central. Meet me there to collect your orange wristband.
Freaking, there's no such thing as pressure for me. I exert pressure. I have ice water in my veins, you know. I'm always the coolest guy in the room. Now, as I was saying, like, a majority of my cars, they would have similar designs because, but those of you that have been rocking with me since day one, you guys know that back in Midnight Club LA, me and my friends had a little crew together. At first we were called Tech, and our cars were all in black, orange, and gray. And the one design that we all had together was a panther that we had to put on the car. But then, but we eventually went through a bit of an identity change, to which we changed up the colors, our colors, and our name and our leaders, and we turned, and our crew turned from being known as Tech to Ice, where now our colors were no longer black, orange, and silver. I mean gray. It was now light blue, white, and silver. And
take it from me, the crowd see you as a strong contender for the next wristband. Get on the grid and don't let them down.
Strong contender? I already have I basically already have the wristband. And even before then, I might as well have already had it in my hand.
There's no way you'll get your car into this event. You'll need to remove some of those parts.
Just cause, I got it like that, Is it? Yeah. So, yeah, Tech became Ice. We underwent new management because our former leader never...
It is a great shame that you will only see the back of my car. The front is awesome too.
On the contrary, it is you that will be seeing the back of my car. But you tried it though. Yeah. But yeah, we pretty much broke away from our former leader, just cause freaking, like, whenever it came time to hop on a racing game, and like, as we all just either just went on there to chill, do races or whatnot, or just let people know about our crew, he would either one come up with an excuse as to why he doesn't want to show up, or he just isn't in the mood. So pretty much we cut ties with him, underwent new management, rebranded as Ice, and we kept Ice going through Midnight Club and Forza Horizon. But my friend, we slowly broke contact, and they eventually stopped playing Forza and racing games as a whole. So so we just slowly disbanded. But hey, my love for racing games will never die. I'm always gonna be playing these, and hey, maybe one day Ice will be brought back with just me as the leader. But honestly, you don't see it happen, especially with the way Forza is nowadays. Like, oh man, I really didn't like how in Forza Horizon 2, like, how the online mode would be with you having to be a part of a convoy. That shit would be so annoying. And if you were just to do online, like just a free roam online, like how it used to be in Forza Horizon, there would barely be anybody online because, you know, everybody would be doing convoys. Glad they fixed that by the time Forza Horizon 4 came out. I never had Forza Horizon 3, if I'm being honest. But honestly, with the way Horizon 2 was, I was either thinking that I either one, missed out, or two, dodged a bullet. That's all I could do.
You're really getting the hang of racing at this level.
Get the hang of it. I'm used to this.
Over at Race Central. Meet me there to collect your orange wristband.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're gonna stop. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with me. So if y'all enjoyed this, I want y'all to go ahead and hit that like button.
My boys at the observatory want to see you and your ride again. We got some new races and a bigger pile of cash for the winner. See you there, dog.
Likewise. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button. Comment if y'all feel like it. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And until next time, by way of Struggle Vision Productions, I am the Hitman Kaz, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!